Welcome to Cemetery Tracker. This video is going to help train you to become more efficient in using the functionality and the processes of Cemetery Tracker. So let's go into the website. First of all, you go into cemeterytracker.com, go to client login, which is unique for each client. Once you sign in to Cemetery Tracker, this is the home page. And the home page consists of every screen you go to, you get the home page. You can always go back to the previous page you came through, and you can always log out. The main page, the home page here, you have a search option. Okay, you can search by burial records, you can search by customer, or you can search for both. Everything in a database. So if I do a search for a customer here, I can search by section, by name. Let's just pull up Ray Combs, famous celebrity in this cemetery. From here, you can look at if he has information in these fields, the address and everything. You can look at it. You can also go to manage here. Manage is the key. Under manage, it shows what products that customer has, the burial records, and information about the customer again. And from here, you can add more products, and you can also add burials from here, also your graves. When you add, it will bring up more products you can add. So you've got everything in one spot, one screen here. So let's go back to home. So before you can do a search, you can search all. If we do a search all, it's going to look everywhere, burial records and customer records, and it brings them up again, the same one. Okay, let's go back to home. If you want to search all here, let's type in Ray Combs. And it brings them up. Again, the search feature here will allow you to go into the records once the customer is established and do maintenance to the record, update it, add products, add graves, whatever you want to do. Okay, that's the search features, and there's 3 different ones. The next feature is the add button, the add new. You can add a customer and a burial by itself. So if we do an add a customer, let's put in PRTR. First, I'm going to do a search and see if that person exists. No, it does not exist, so it will automatically go to an add screen. Okay, you could hit add back here, but this is a good way to verify if the customer exists or not. So I'm going to add this customer. Let's go down here, submit. Okay, so now that he's there, I can do a search, TR. Brings up the record. From here, I can manage the record. From here, I can add a product. I'm going to go on and add products to this customer. He's going to buy a product in July of 2014. Your advisor, you can put the purchase date in here. Okay. The product that they're buying, let's say they're buying a foundation. You can put all the other information here. You can put what section and row, if you know what that is. Okay. You can put the dollar amount, what they're paying for it. You can also put the down payment. Okay. Submit. Okay, now we've got, you can see the products that this customer has. As you keep adding them, they will be listed on his one page here. If you add in a burial record, a grave, let's go here. We add a grave for this person. Again, we'll do it in July. Again, it all depends on what you're adding, what products they're purchasing from you to enter on this screen to keep track of, and the dollar amounts. Okay, submit that. As of right now, they bought a grave. If they come in there and they're going to do the burial, you can go right to this record and you can put in the person's name, the burial record, who that person is, everything about them, and update it. So let's go ahead. These aren't very good names, but to give you the idea how it works. Okay, you can enter all the rest of the information, the section and the row that you're adding them to. And all the other information that you may need to put in there. Now you've got the burial records here. And once you add the burial record, again, on the updates, you can do an edit or delete on any of these records themselves if you want to. You can add products or you can edit each one of these. Now on the burial record itself, the next thing you can do here is the following reports for each burial. You can do a work order, pull up the work order. You can add a work order here. Okay. You can do the authorization form from the sign. Okay. And the dig order. Okay. All these reports come out of the burial record. The first right to refusal. Okay. And then over here the receipt. You can print the receipt up for the client, the customer. So everything's right there underneath the burial in the process and the steps that you need it to be. So right now everything is out there for that customer. They bought products from you. They bought a grave. They bought a foundation, and they bought a burial record. So here it is right here. So everything's in one place on one screen. So we just did an ad. And then we did a search, and then we went into the updates. So the whole process is how the whole process works. You can add a client, customer, and take it through the whole process. Again, if they exist, you try to do an ad, you always want to do a search first to make sure they exist or they don't exist. You can see this person exists. Bring up this customer. If you want to update any fields here, okay, which I don't, so I want to go back here, do a back. But I do want to manage his records, so I'll go right into manage and start adding products, burials, and other information that I need to edit on this person. So it's very simple. You can search for the client, you can add a client. Once you get in there, you can manage the records, all of the products, the burial records that this customer has. Now the next thing on the main home page, you have reports. Right now reports are broken down by sales board, veteran report, which gives you all the veterans in the cemetery, commission reports, and the customer burial reports. We add more reports over time depending on what the needs are. So these are reports that are currently in our software. Okay, under items, we go back to the home page. Under items, every drop-down box in Cemetery Tracker, you have the capability of maintaining yourself. You customize it. You put in whatever values you want. You just do an add, and you can add a section. This is under section. If you go under items, under relationships, brother, sister, stepbrother, grandmother, whatever, you can add these features. Every drop-down box has a item table that you can go in there and modify. Like here's a product name. These are Crypt Bronze, Infant Vault. These are values that you're going to use when you're doing a burial or selling products. Your funeral homes, all the funeral homes that your cemetery deals with. You can pull them up here, their location, their address. I can go back and look at the funeral directors. There they are right here. You can add more to them depending on what funeral home they're at. So everything under items is maintainable by you. You go in there and you change the values yourself when you do a drop-down box. So let's go back to home. We went through search, find a customer. You can add a customer or a burial. Your reports, your items, the work order. You can create a work order. Okay, you can do an ad here, add a work order. Specify what the work order is about. Put in all the information and print it out. Okay. And then the map. The map is nothing more than the map of the cemetery. It's color-coded, meaning the graves have been inventoried and we know what's in there. Green means they're all available. Red means they're all sold. Purple means you've got a mixture of both, partially available. There's some in there that are sold and some that are not sold based upon the inventory. So that's what the color-coded represents. Then that's what the map is also. So let me go back to home here, close this tab. The next feature on our menu is data backup. At any time you can click this, it will automatically download the tables, the sequential tables off our server onto your desktop. And it's called Greenwood. This is the name of the cemetery. It'll be the name of your cemetery. This is the name of your file, and it will time date it. Whatever date you downloaded it, you backed it up, it will stay on your hard drive. So in case the internet doesn't come back up, you've got a backup here. You can go into Excel and pull up all your records, all your sales, all your burials, all your customers, and keep functioning and do reports from Excel until the internet comes back up. So that's your backup right there. The thing with the backup, though, if the internet does go down and you do some adds or deletes, you'll still have to go back into the website Cemetery Tracker and add it into the data the next day. So right now, overall, let's go through it one more time. You've got a search feature. You can search for customer or burials or all. You got an add feature. You can add a customer or a burial. You got reports, depending on what reports you need. If you need more reports, define them to Cemetery Tracker analysts, and they'll develop those for you. Under items, whatever items you need to have in a drop-down box, you need to change or add new ones. You go in here and do it yourself. You would do an add or an update. Okay. You've got your work order. You go in there and do an add and specify. You got your map and your data backup. That's pretty much the whole system. Cemetery Tracker will keep track of the databases of every customer, every burial, the dates, the times, the relationships. So if there's any questions, you can always call Cemetery Tracker analysts at any time for any problems. Report, let us know. But overall, that's the whole process of the Cemetery Tracker. Add, search, print. Everything's right here and consolidated in one area. Hope this video helped you quite a bit. We'll be having more come out in the future. Thank you.